Done. Done. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
That was fast. Day went by
I need
fast.
to fix your camera because it's not working.
I need to fix my camera. I'll
No,
call you.
I need to fix your camera.
Oh. Oh. Alrighty. We have 15,000 total clicks on this channel. I like that. I like that a lot. You know what else that I like? I like that. I like that we're on the CEVO post, or the CEVO forum post. I'm gonna make an identical. Should I make an ESEA post for this? Is that inappropriate?
I don't see what's inappropriate.
Okay.
Why are you screwing me here? It's not down there.
What?
I'm messing with this crap. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Okay. There he is.
Hi.
Sometimes if I open it in a certain order, it just doesn't load your camera right. But we got it. Boost gonna win.
Who's gonna win? This is the clash we've been waiting for, I think, right?
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
seen Notorious play, so this
No, we
should
haven't.
be exciting.
You know what Jake just messaged me earlier? A highlight video.
Of him?
Yeah, you remember that terrible ace that he had in our cash match? His friend decided to turn it into a frag video, and it's the ugliest ace you've ever seen.
Oh yeah. This is the first beer I've ever had that has a cork in it.
A cork?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had a beer with a cork in it
See.
before. Doesn't really change the taste. It's
I don't think it will.
definitely supposed to look more artisanal, but it's just pompous if you ask me.
He had more kills than you, Cotton.
What? But he had more kills than me. Who had more kills than me?
He's probably saying Jake did.
Oh god, he got me right at the end. I was either like, I think both Matt and Jake got me right at the end because I was like,
Smells good.
I was top ranking and I checked the score. One round I was feeling all right. Game's almost over. We're rolling these kids and they have no chance of winning. And all of a sudden I look again and I'm like down by 1 or 2 kills. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And Jake's all in our call being like, ace, I aced, guys, I aced. Notorious is gonna destroy Boost. Hey, I hope it's a close match. I hope there's there's no destruction. I hope there's destruction. I hope it doesn't get reflected in the score. But I had an idea for an After Effects project that you know how sometimes teams don't fully tag up and on the UI it says counter terrorists and terrorists.
Yeah.
You could totally do an overlay at the top. Put funny pictures, team names, little hearts and stars and stuff.
That could work.
Yeah?
Ugh.
Not the beer you were hoping for? Not the droids you were hoping for?
No. It's like... has like a strong orange flavor.
Oh, it must be. Is it a summer ale?
Uh, I don't know. Triple golden ale on these.
Triple golden ale. What does this mean?
I have no idea.
Huh.
But check this out. You ready?
Oh, yeah, Triffany's back. Hey, go. What are you gonna
ready?
do?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Remember, I have the same delay because I have to watch the stream to see you.
Oh, there we go.
Did I miss it? Oh, what did...
Yeah, I guess you didn't notice it. Eh? Eh? Eh?
Oh! Oh! I was looking for you to turn into a raptor or something. Wow. Okay, is it like a full-on Stein or is it like a regular
It's
cup?
a beer mug.
Oh, I thought because I couldn't see the bottom, so I thought you had a full-on beer Stein.
Yeah. It's not huge, but it could be made. Yeah, A-Nuts likes that.
A-Nuts. Oh, welcome back, A-Nuts. Letting everyone know.
So my buddy sent me a new computer case. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but it's came in like the biggest effing box ever.
Oh, I know a lot of I know a lot of cases that come in big boxes. What?
I'm laughing at Andy saying he had to ice his knee.
Ah. Have you let everyone on your friends list know to come hang out? I'm asking you, audience. Have you? Have you? Have you really? I'm literally spamming everyone. Just kidding. I'm just spamming the CEVO people. All right, so let's talk. Well, actually, before we talk, let's get the links out for people to bump, right? Reddits.
Yeah. Don't have that one available off my. I need to go search for it. Do you still have it in the? No, I didn't link it to you today, did I?
You did. I'm pulling up the thread right now. Everybody click this. I spammed the Pornhub, but oh, Andy. Downington, Pennsylvania. Have I been to Downington? I feel like I have. Where's Downington on the rail line? Does it have its own stop? Near Westchester. Okay. So, literally no scouting information on Notorious N.eye.G. But
None.
we have surely we have. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they beat Equilibrium last week, so
So by process of shared matches,
they're good.
yeah, yeah. Is that the only thing we can draw from it? Yeah.
All the other teams they've played, I'm not really too familiar with, so I'm actually being told that Notorious is in the server waiting. They're just waiting on boost.
All right. Well, that doesn't justify us joining yet. Let's talk a little bit about the upcoming matches tonight. We have a doubleheader for you guys. We have Boost, who we do know, versus Notorious N.eye.G, who is an unknown. Who has an unknown, but has been clearly blazing the fire trail, the fire wake through the CEVO Open. They are CEVO, yes, the CEVO Open League, and then the match that we've all been waiting for: Go Berserk versus Afterlife. And I don't mean to downplay the first match, but holy cow, I've been waiting all season for this match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really have. I'm gonna actually. If there's no Spangler in here tonight, I'm gonna flip out.
Spangler always comes. He says he gets the notification on his phone that we go live, and then he's there.
Ooh, Notorious guys are from ESEA. Did Cotton just fanboy? No, I fanboy for some teams that I won't disclose, but they're much older commodities than.
K Sharp.
Well, he's not a team. Well, he is a team in and of himself.
Yeah, the day and Spangler's in here, he's just not talking. The day that K Sharp joined Dynamic, Brandon messaged me on G Chat all excited, like, oh my god, K Sharp on dynamic.
And then Clay's gonna pretend like he played it off really cool, but he was like, "No way!"
I did.
He did. It was so embarrassing. If anybody aside from the two of us were talking about it because we get really excited about Counter-Strike, the third person would have been like, "You guys are such nerds. Like, shut up."
I feel like this is like a pumpkin beer or something. What the hell?
I like pumpkin beers. I like seasonal beers, but summer is the one that is always iffy for me. As always, I will be scouting the GoTV first. Hopefully you will follow me in second. Hopefully you've all clicked on that Reddit link. Hopefully you've all decided to upvote. You know what's really sad? I saw a downvote on one of ours the other day. Why would you do that? Why would you downvote esports?
Trolls.
Trolls.
That's probably A-nuts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where are the regulars today? I want them to be our sleuths to figure out who's been doing the downvoting.
Well, we got our new regular Triffany.
Triffany?
Day 2.
For day 2. It's like, I'll give it a second try.
Neither does Brandon. Andy, it's okay.
Alright.
Hey, it's R-dubs, but he didn't say hi to me, so...
Ooh, harsh. Hey, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Hey, Clay?
Yeah.
Where did you send me?
On
you
Skype.
decided, yeah, the one place that you tell me not to look for you is the place that you send me the info.
Well, because if I have to look for you, I have to open it, and it screws up your picture.
Just put up your busy flag, and then you won't get the sound notifications.
No, I'm not saying that. It's I have to take up the chat on your chat. On your video window. And so, you know, then people could see it, and then they could join GoTV and not watch us, so... Oh, fiance yelling at you, huh? Okay.
This is one of those GoTVs that's, not loading, and then it just suddenly, like, skyrockets, and the bar suddenly fills up, you know? I was about to tell you that it wasn't going to work, but hopefully that's not the case. I think we have back-to-back train matches tonight. And train is one of those maps I'm totally okay with.
Yeah.
Train is one of those maps that forces you to make highlight shots, and you're gonna get 1 or 2 or 5 every game, no matter what.
1 or 2 or 5.
You can go an entire Inferno match and just see a bunch of blah shots, but Inferno is not the same as Nuke and Train, where somebody has got to make a spectacular shot. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in this server that you gave me, so we should not be joining. You told me that Notorious N.eye.G is
I said they were ready and waiting for boost. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it's a working GoTV. I'm sitting in it. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, maybe they just haven't joined yet. Maybe they're ready, all in vent. I don't know. But yes, I talked to Don Self, the captain of Notorious, so should be a credible source.
Oh, an L Infinity lead. Hey. There's another one. He's not just a regular on this channel. He's a regular in Counter-Strike esports. Sometimes when I'm doing a little bit of research in the European scene, just doing a little bit of groundwork, I find him in channels, and he's like a vocal participant in name anything. I saw him in DreamHack Valencia. I saw him in Nip Gaming TV. I saw him in ESL TV CS.
Good. We need more people like him.
Need a 5th for Tampa Land. Speaking of which, Tampa Land, big deal. Saturday. All us. Not on this channel. Not on this channel. Follow us on Twitter. We'll give you the information. The Tampa Land, we'll give you the information on our Twitter. We'll give you the information on our Reddit and on various forums if that's how you choose to receive your information. But yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there casting. We'll give you the live feeds. We'll make fun of L Infinity every time he misses a shot. Maybe not every time, because that's quite often.
Oh, who won that match?
You know what? This is the coolest mute button ever. I'm so glad that I bought this headset.
Awesome.
It
is.
Yeah.
I was just looking at a past prediction I made for Long and Harry versus GameSense, which they played yesterday, and my prediction was 16-8, and the game ended 16-9.
Hold up. KSN94, do you need any video editors for your YouTube channel? We do need a few video editors, but not exclusively for YouTube. We need a little bit of After Effects experience or video editing experience to help us create moving overlays for the in-game broadcast. Holy cow.
Send us an email. Brandon is your new best friend.
Send us your email, give us a little bit of your credentials or even a portfolio if you have it. Our contact information is on this page. Scroll down, hit the email, find the email, use it. I'm so excited.
Close your closet, Brandon.
But what? Oh.
They don't like it. It's like how if I have a drawer open.
Be right back.
You don't have any pants on, do you? He went away. Turn the mic off. He has no pants on.
Okay. All right. Closet's
As I was
closed.
saying to the viewers, I said you must not be wearing pants to turn your webcam off.
Oh yeah, I never wear pants. Hey, let me ask you guys this. If you were watching a streamer, a caster who claims to know things about Counter-Strike, would you trust the one without pants or trust the one with pants?
I don't wear pants. I'm in
obviously
boxers right
trust
now.
the one without pants because the one without pants is sold out to be here. He's sold out to be in his room talking about Counter-Strike all night.
If we're ever at a LAN and we're wearing the blazer and the button-down shirt, casting, I won't have pants on under that.
Yeah. Hey, all the best casters, Cotton, Klops, Anders, Red Eye, no pants. How can you possibly expect to get all the Counter-Strike information if you waste your time putting on pants?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, yeah, that's ridiculous. Please. Only noobs wear pants. I can't trust either of you because you're 2 minutes late to the game. We are actually not. I will give you the GoTV information right now because 7 people are loaded in, and we should send people to commercial because we'll be right back. We're going to bring you some actual Counter-Strike.
We're not going right this second, so hold on one second.
Just kidding. Go to commercial.
Go to commercial.
Smoke. Drink Pepsi.
Smoke.
Buy Downy.
All right.
Steel Series.
Shut your mouth. We're going to commercial now.
All right. Bye. Alrighty. All the plugs done. 9 players in. Let's talk about the map. Not everybody's familiar with the maps despite how old they are and how classic they are. Of course, this is the train that is in Global Offensive. The bomb train has been moved up, but for the most part, a faithful rendition of DE train. Now you just can't go into the bomb trains. There's a CT Heaven, and did I miss anything? There's maybe a missing train in the air bombs.
Yeah. You say bomb train was in the middle of the site outer?
I did.
Okay, can't go under trains.
Nope. So, keys to win the game or keys to win the map?
Smokes.
Yeah, coordinated smokes, making sure that you're committed to... Oh, nice flash there. I like that boost. Yeah, knowing your flashes, knowing your smokes, landing them in tandem, smoking the bomb train, smoking the left of the bomb train, smoking the red train, smoking the middle area that smokes out Z, smoking the ramp at inner B, landing your op shots, selling out to buy everything you need for a round. If that means losing and ecoing more often than you typically would, so be it. You are winning rounds at the most dire price, the biggest premium you could possibly have, because train is not fair to terrorists and nobody cares if it hurts your feelings because deal with it. Right?
Yeah,
just
definitely.
deal with it. Is it a foregone conclusion you start on counter-terrorist, you have a good half, you win? Because sometimes that momentum, the morale boost for just winning those extra counter-terrorist rounds just makes you feel so good about yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a given every time, but it definitely helps. Definitely helps.
All right, so what we've seen recently in the main meta, the invite meta, is the 4 shell and the 4 withdraw and retake. So what am I talking about? Let's do a little bit of a diagram and draw it out for them. We have 4 positions typically played. 1 pushed bomb train or red train. 1 pushed, not all the way out, but pushed to the door, the mouth of alley. 1 typically playing ladder, doesn't matter what position as long as they have vision on ladder, and 1 playing faithfully at Z. Did I miss anything, Clay? I don't think so.
No. And then we got 1 inner.
Right. Those positions I just laid out to you are the typical base. What we've seen recently is a withdraw look. A look to get a couple shots off and then stay alive. So the man who is playing at the red train or the bomb train will actually drop back to the hell position. The man playing at the alley will actually drop back to the alley, the back hall wall, the divider, essentially. The Z guy will stay in place, and the ladder guy will play the 1.6 bomb train, or now the blue train. So what does this effectively do? It puts you at a distance where the P2000 is not at a disadvantage to the Glock. Smart. And remember, at that distance, the P2000 can still get a one-shot headshot, whereas the Glock cannot. Mm-hmm. The withdraw look also alleviates pressure, because one of the most popular things to do on the Glock round, the pistol round, is to do the 5 Glock ball of death. The ball of death is totally negated. If they're all running around, they get to the site and they're like, wait, there's no one to shoot. They plant the bomb, and suddenly there's no more having to scan for your targets. They have to stand still, plant the bomb, hold the site, and you have a complete surround. The surround, of course, the concave, applies in StarCraft, applies in Dota, applies in LoL, applies in Counter-Strike. You have the greater circumference around your enemies, you typically win. So the withdraw allows the counter-terrorist to retake the site with the 5th man pushing without actually incurring any casualties. Very smart. Let's see if Boost is going to adopt that newest meta. I would love to see it. It's hard to do. We've seen it a couple times, and we've seen it done wrong, right, Clay?
We have, and I think it's actually going to be Notorious on CT side first.
Ah.
So we'll see if they do that. The past few matches we've actually casted on Train, they've been doing the standard 3 outer, 2 inner, and
the former standard 3-2.
Yeah. And it's been caused some problems for the teams who were actually doing it. Oh, who was it last night? Collector's Edition versus Zealous Zebras. Yeah, Collector's Edition was able to just control outer so well on the terrorist side because one of the reasons was that Zealous Zebras was only playing 3 outer, and they couldn't handle the smokes that they were throwing out, or
Yeah. Actually, one of the faults of Zealous Zebras was that they weren't committed to. Well, they just hadn't learned the smokes. It seemed like they were relying purely on gunfire and superior aim. But if you run into the problem, there's always going to be someone out there who aims better than you, who put that shot quicker than you. So you do need to help yourself out a little bit, and they weren't able to adjust because I think they just didn't know the spot. So yeah, a lot of contributions there. That back to the first topic, that 3-2 split, pretty outdated if you ask me.
Yeah, no, we've tried it. We definitely adapted to the 4-1, and it worked so much better.
That former 3-2 split worked really well because you could have CTs be such ninjas in 1.6. They could hide under trains. No one knew where they were. The textures were a little dark. There were a lot of reasons to do a 3-2. Oh, and the USP was a better weapon. Let's not forget that. The USP was the superior weapon. So you could split 3-2 and not be afraid of the Glock ball. But now the Glock ball, if you're standing in its way, you're going to get mowed down. So let's get back to that in a second. You guys are watching Fixation TV. I am Cotton. My partner is Klops. You are watching Boost versus Notorious N.eye.G. The first time we've ever seen Notorious N.eye.G. The second time we're casting Boost on DE Train. The first of our doubleheader, followed tonight by Afterlife versus Go Berserk. It's live. It's the pistol round. You know, I was just talking about a Glock ball of death, so let's see if it actually happens. Most teams will opt not to do it because they psych themselves out. They tell themselves, let's be a little bit more methodical. Take a look at the overhead map. Let's see what they think about this. 3-2 split, it looks like 2-2, the mid-connect, 3-2, the Ivy or the Alley. It's a 4 split. Pretty typical meta. 1 CT Heaven, 1 high load underneath him in the Z. Smart. I haven't actually considered that as a personal strategy, but good way to get the same angle, multiple firing positions on the same angle. Entry here, and a sprint through the smoke. That flash, oh, that smoke's going to blind his own team. Very poorly thrown from Boost, but doesn't matter. Slipstream Gangster converts that kill. Anomaly goes down in the headshot, and there's 4 left. But it is sort of an off look. Mulligan goes down. That off look preserves some life there, so the Zerg didn't actually kill anybody, but it's still 4-2. Terror is very weak, and AFK, he needs to be the clutch man. He doesn't really have a choice here. He's getting shot in the back. There's nothing he can do. That's the end of the round. Got Boost. Well, puts 1 on the board.
Yeah,
it's the start you need, right? Those rounds are so hard to come by.
It is, and we saw they had coordinated smokes and flashes, which was exactly what we're talking about is needed on this Terra side. And I just saw Mulligan buy a Nova, so let's see where he's going to be playing. And he's going to be playing Inner by himself, so maybe not too bad of an idea there. And we are seeing the rush coming into Inner from the terrorists, so let's see what's going to happen here. Are they going to go lower or move to upper, and he is going to meet someone? Here we go. Oh, whiffs the shot and goes down to the P90. That is unfortunate. The CTs are all rotating through T-spawn. One is rotating through CT spawn. And Slipstream Gangster is going to be here to greet these guys.
Surprising that the terrorists didn't have one person move to at least a cheap rifle so they could engage at a distance better.
Yep. And here we go. Slipstream getting 1 kill. AFK is only at 12 health, and he is going to meet up with TK, who took his place smart because Slipstream took some damage there. Rod Gear only 2 health. Last one is Don Self, the captain of Notorious N.eye.G, and he is just waiting for some exit kills here. Can he pick up Jumper? That's Jumper coming through here. Oh, he didn't even seem he was going to get the knife.
A weapon.
Knife, but he goes down. It is now 2-0. Boost versus Notorious N.eye.G.
If for some reason Boost wins out and claims a 16-round-0 victory, at least there was a ninja knife. That Batman drop is one of the classic spots that Source introduced to this map, and I love that little pipe spot. Rarely does anyone ever use it before, anymore, I should say. 2-0 Boost.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce our rosters here, Brandon? We didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, we will. So while everybody runs through the White Halls, I need to make sure that nobody's going to go for a hard rush here. Actually, they look to be doing that exactly. We'll talk about that at the end of the round. People are already out, and I think this take is official. No! They came down the ramp and turned it around. That smoke blocking the vision made it pretty obvious that everybody was there. They even showed their bodies, which is unconventional, but they did a full turnaround. They're waiting at ladder, and they're waiting for the I'm having a connection.
GoTV went down?
I'm going to try reconnecting. I will actually do an introduction right when we get back in. Stay there in case it fixes itself, but I think GoTV reset. Yeah, I'm reconnecting, and it's on Dust 2. Huh.
So their whole server probably went down?
The server probably crashed. What's
That's
the protocol?
unfortunate.
Do you restart the match because the money situation can't be preserved?
Where is the Spangler?
The Spangler.
We need the Spangler.
Let's go back to our overlay. Talk to the cast. Talk to the peoples.
Hello, peoples.
Hello, peoples. That was interesting.
Yeah. Good game, CEVO. I don't think that's CEVO's fault, but okay.
Yeah, I highly doubt that that's his fault. I'm pretty sure the server just decided to have a bit of a cardiac arrest. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Are you guys going to be joining us Saturday for the Tampa LAN? I've seen several leagues restart the whole match if it's the first 3 to 5 rounds. I remember that in Cal. We did that a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First 3 rounds sounds reasonable.
Yep. So, hey, cool things. People who are really into watching Counter-Strike and actually know what's going on with the new movement values, pay attention. There is just the smallest chance that Valve is actually going to incorporate Godfrey and Mordoc's new movement values, and we have the chance to affect that change. They want to see a community adoption. They want to hear the unified community voice to make sure that this is what people actually want. And Fixation TV is fitting to bring that to you.
Go ahead and describe the movement values because someone just actually asked.
Okay. Well, the movement values, the conventional wisdom actually says that the movement values reflect 1.6 movement values, It actually does not. It feels a little bit like a hybrid between 1.6 and Source. It slows down the game and makes Counter-Strike revert back to its more slower paced, tactical, more thought out gameplay. It makes you hold your corners. It makes doing those speed peaks less effective. It makes the interp kills, like those last bullets when you're disappearing behind the wall. Those don't happen as much anymore. The game feels like it has in the past. We have the opportunity to bring to you a exhibition match, a show match to show yourselves, the community, and Valve what it is that we want. Would you guys be interested in seeing it? Because Curse is interested in playing it, and we're still acquiring another team to perform it, but I want you guys to be there. I mean, you guys would know first. We would give you the announcement later on, but you guys need to tell everybody, hey, we can actually change the game. Yeah, we can. Well, the netcode is one thing that I can't fix, but the one thing that we can fix is movement values. So tell me, you would love to see it. You would love to see the pros play on the new movement values. They actually really like it. I've been working with them. They like it. They want to do this for you guys. And if we get this match played, you affect, like, this is like 1960s and 70s hippie movement. We can affect change. You show up to the pep rally, we can affect change.
Notorious versus Boost, we were in the third round casting and the server went down, so we should be back in that soon, I'm hoping. Just waiting to get a confirmation from the players.
Tonight, a double header. Boost versus Notorious N.eye.G. Of course, will resume momentarily. After that, Go Berserk versus Afterlife, our featured match of the night, the CEVO-Main. In my opinion, power ranks 1 and 2. In the literal actual rankings, probably 2 and 3. Is that right?
Did you call them 1 and 2?
I said
over
my
Venezuela?
No. My power ranking, my personal power ranking, 1 and 2, but literally ranked probably
yeah, I
2.
think they're 2 and 3.
Yep. The GoTV is now swapping back to Train. I will let you know when people start connecting. What'd you think so far? I saw some pretty clean shots. That before that server crash, that was an insane strategy. Normally you see a fake where people sound fake, decoy fake, but you rarely ever see full on, we're running into this site, I'm going to show you my body, and then I'm going to turn around fake.
Yeah. No, it was good. Boost was showing that they have their nades down, and they're going to be pretty strong on the terrorist side, so hopefully Notorious can adjust and keep that win streak going that they got going.
It's vital. You know what? Here's the thing. We can get more people to play Go if we accomplish many things, and one of the few things that we can accomplish is making it more friendly to the people who are now converting. We need to convert the Source people, the 1.6 people, and if we make the environment better for them to play in, that's one way to convert them. If we can give away keys to get more people, new fresh faces playing, we can do that. We got giveaways coming up at our 300th viewer, is that right? 300th follower, right?
Yes, we're doing a CSGO giveaway at 300.
It's vital. It actually it's not like Source. It was just a comparison. It feels very different than anything that you're used to, but it holds very true to how Counter-Strike, in my opinion, should be played. Of course, that is my opinion. You right now, it's very difficult to hold a corner because suddenly people will appear, pre-firing you, spraying you, and it feels very much like Call of Duty, where you just have to like kind of rainbow your crosshair across them, hopefully that the bullets track with them and hit them in the head. Now it's more punishable to take suicide peeks, like to do the suicide peek, because
how did that go?
The suicide peek like
Can
this.
you do it off camera and then like come on to camera?
The suicide peek like this.
No, I meant like go off camera then do the peek onto camera.
God damn you! I mean, darn you! Like this, and then there's it's punishable now. Like the reverse acceleration. So when I decelerate and I start traversing back the other direction, it takes me a moment, so I have to come back like this, and it partially fixes ADADing. So you can't spam back and forth, and you can't peek and run back, and accelerate super fast, and go unpunished. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the video that briefly went over and described him, and it looked good to me. I really want to try him out.
Yeah.
Especially
So
because I think, like we had the conversation earlier, that I think it's going to help out because opping to me in Go feels completely different than the other two games. And
yeah,
like,
I was just saying
yeah,
this to Clay a moment ago. I was testing it out on DUDS 2 doing the mid pick, and in CS:GO when you scope in and you slide to shoot, or you're scoping while you're sliding, you feel like you should be ready to shoot, but your body is still sort of moving, and you're like waiting for yourself to settle, and you're like, when's this weird period over so I can actually shoot accurately? That's gone. You know the moment you can shoot, and that's really cool. DE
sorry,
train.
reading this in chat. The rules say overtime config with 15k.
All right, we have 8 back in the server. It warrants a reconnect. I think we'll send everybody back to our little commercial. Have you reconnect,
To
and
the
then
commercial?
yeah.
Okay.
See you guys
Be right
next time.
back, guys. All right, I like those Steam notifications
Yeah,
coming through. Yeah, that's all right.
yeah. It's all right. For the most part, that doesn't happen because
Yeah, he just wanted to let me know that they're getting the server and whatnot.
sure. So, what were we even talking about? Yeah, the fact that we affect change. You know what? For our critical success play, it's been such a short amount of time, and we've been met with so much welcoming arms. It's so much success, and it's just really cool that we can actually be in a position to bring this sort of information, create this sort of change for our viewers.
Yes, someone is asking. You mentioned a Moo Valley's match.
Yes, we did. I did. For those of you who caught it, I'm not going to mention it again, but there's going to be an exhibition match possibly, so you guys can see it, so that the Valve can see it, so that the pros can play in it, and it should be really cool.
Will be really cool.
I just wanted to get a little bit of a polled opinion. If I mentioned it in passing the first time, and everyone was like, "What the heck? I don't want to see that," and then we'd scrap the idea.
I think people will like it. I don't know. I still haven't
I
tested
think so,
it,
too.
but yeah.
I think so too. I think it's got to be like on maps everybody knows where some very good obvious peaks are, like Dust 2 Long, Dust 2 Mid, Nuke White Box versus Garage.
Yeah.
Where else is an obvious place that the current global offensive acceleration destroys people? Not so much train.
You could say cash mid.
Yeah, maybe cash mid. Maybe we can use this as an opportunity to showcase FM Pones and Volcano's new cache.
Which that really actually came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we're about to relive. Record demos. I'll call it again. Recall the score. I think they're going to be playing from the previous score, or are they going to be starting fresh?
It looks like they said they're going to be playing from the previous score and putting in the overtime config to give everyone money.
Oh, but the overtime config is going to make them swap early. Please warn them.
Well, let's see what they're going to do. I think they're just playing it out. Yeah, I think they just gave everyone 16k, and they're saying it's
live
3-1 boost.
3-1 boost. They have their terrorist openers. They were able to at least secure the easy 3. That first round converted by Notorious N.eye.G on counter-terrorist. That means that, I guess, they're going to continue off. They've probably given each other all 10k so they could play out. Mulligan's opted for a Nova this round, though. Curious to know why. He's our number 3 man. He's playing the bomb train where you typically want an M4, but apparently not this round. The take is 3 to Whitehall's waiting B push. 2 to alley. Reversing now, possibly toward mid. It seems like a base look. They just want to stymie any aggression. They probably don't know a whole lot about each other, and they're trying to figure out where do these guys push. How aggressive are they? TK has actually seen the man at the bottom of the CT heavy. He lands a nice 2-burst onto him, and he knows that at least that zone is probably taken out because there's typically only one person there. A friendly kill there brings down one. The entry gets foiled because of a nade that brings down Caesar. Gangster, Roger, the only 2 terrorists left. It's a 2-on-2 look because that burst by Slipstream Gangster absolutely destroyed Mulligan. There's an Opera in the Z. Kippa now sees the bomb planter, and Slipstream Gangster's going to engage him. Here comes the first burst. He misses all those shots. He's going to toss a nade all the way down, and this one's going to hurt a lot. 40 damage for him, 1 behind the bomb train. He needs to look down because his head's going to pop over the top. Yeah, he did. Well, it didn't really matter. Our clutch man is Roger. Here comes the Opera. Doesn't land the shot. Lands the second one. AFK hits him. You know, Roger could have easily aim punched him, but I think he missed every single shot.
He did, and it didn't even look like he tried to move, even though he knew the guy took an off shot at him. But it's all right.
He didn't need to peek back in behind that red train. After the Opera misses the shot, if he pulls his USP or he decides to pull the bolt back, either way, you got the advantage as an AK. You should crouch and spray him down.
Yep.
We're gonna have a tough time keeping the score here. It's 3-2 boost.
Yes.
I hear you whip out the pen for the scorekeeping.
I did.
Me too.
And it looks like we're seeing a rush coming in here to enter. Oh, but Zivik, sorry, Kaipa, Skippa, I don't know how to say that. He takes a nice headshot, but he goes down to TKO, and they got entry to this side. They're going to get this bomb down. CTs are rotating. 2 at the Z connector, 2 CT spawn. And the terrorists need to start spreading out here. We've got 3 terrorists all watching kind of one lane here. That's not good. Anomaly coming out, getting a kill with Mulligan, and they are moving up this upper area, trying to get another one. There goes one more. It is up to Jumper and Caesar. Caesar getting kick off from behind. He goes down. Now let's move to our clutch man. Shit. There we go.
Whoa. Hey, censored.
Jumper. Oh, he couldn't pick up the kill. That's going to be the round for Notorious. It is now 3-3 tied.
Yeah, 3-3 tied, but I'm not willing to say that the momentum is completely shifted back. Notorious N.eye.G, though losing the pistol round, everybody sort of had just their mojo just completely thrown off. And I equate this to, you know how sometimes if you go into aim servers, you feel like you warmed up for 15 minutes, you're ready to go play your match, and then you take a break for maybe just 10 minutes and suddenly your aim is gone again? Yeah. That break can really hurt momentum. Let's take a look at the overhead map here to see the split. It's a 3 down to alley. They're waiting for a push. 1 mid connector with the bomb waiting for a push. 1 waiting blue dumpster probably has a smoke ready for the eventual take, and it looks like no ladder. Don Self will have no one to fight at the ladder once this take happens. It looks timed. It looks timed. They're holding here, and they've crossed over the face of alley. No doubt Mulligan had the opportunity to see him. Here comes a smoke from Roger. He decides to withdraw it. You know what? For a slow take like this, if the counter-terrorist had gambled and found nobody in that boiler hall, here comes the entrance. Smoke to the left. Nobody at the op wall. Did Anomaly just get sprayed down through the smoke? Yes, he did. One guy at hell. He gets sprayed down. 3 in the entry, and a stymied flow there. AFK blows off the attempt to come through hell for the terrorists. Caesar sprays down Kippa, and AFK is our clutch man. Number 2 knows where 1 is because he's seen that man cross. He doesn't want to go. He's decided to not even check to his left. That's very, very brave of him. Oh, it's 1-on-1. So he's the only one left. Here comes the defuse, and if he tucks his head down, he won't be able to see him. He needs to stay with the defuse. He needs to win. Yeah, he's got it. Smart. Remember, those toxic barrels are just high enough that if you put your head down, your head will go under the visible level of the barrels.
Yes, it will. Let's take a look at the money. Both teams still looking good. And
there goes Skype.
Mulligan likes that Nova. I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't know why his team allows it, honestly. But hey, if it works, it works. And we're seeing a rush coming here on inner now. We've seen him doing this. This is what, the 3rd time that they've done this? Smoke going down on the ramp, but Kaipa is there to take 1 down. He backs up to the train, very smart. And he comes, Kenny gets another one. He does. AFK in the connector, picking up 1 at the op. And they are holding this so well right here. Can he get this 3rd kill? He does. Kaipa's got a triple going on for him.
Oh.
And there's a quad. Excellent, excellent defense there by Kaipik, picking up the one early kill, backing up to the train, getting a better angle on it, so he wasn't able to get shot down. That was just phenomenal play right there.
Funny, in Go, the shotguns are actually viable enough that you could still wield them. AFK actually saw Roger peek out at the very end of that round where he came out the left side of the bomb train from AFK's perspective, and because he seemed to be so focused in the center of his crosshair, he just let Roger run away, and Roger just shot him once in the face. Here comes his crouch for the peek at mid. The split is 2 white halls, 1 mid connector, 2 to alley. This looks very much like a base. This is the kind of base that you encounter most frequently in train. Jumper has rescinded his initial thought. He's now at mid. It's going to be a 2-2-1 look. 2 coming out of that first door is smart. At least 1 can check the corner to the right, and 1 can look directly up at the red train before encountering the rest of the bomb site. It looks like that high-low for Notorious N.eye.G seems to be a regular play for them. 1 high above, 1 Z connector. I like it. It's far enough distance where it wouldn't be considered the same firing window anomaly. He just greets Slipstream Gangsters, who's running through the smokes. Running through the smoke is so dead. Whoa, Nova kill.
He he jumped on his head and missed like the first 2 shots, and then got it after he finally. That was weird.
The last man went down behind the electric. This bomb defuse coming to you courtesy of, let's find out right now. It's courtesy of Kippa. He's doing well for himself. Let's take a look at the score real quick before I trade this off. 5-digit cash. Remember, they gave each other good money before starting it. I believe it was a 16K for everyone to begin with. And since the restart, 7-2 for Kippa. Great performance by him.
Yeah, and it is now 3-6. Notorious closing the gap here. Well, they closed the gap, but they're not letting Boost get any more rounds here, which is very important. 3 rounds, pretty good for the terrorists on train. If they get 2 more, they'll be sitting pretty good. And here we go. It is standard 2-2-1 split for the terrorists as 1 gets to hell, and here comes his flank coming from alley. He turns around and he gets it. Wow, nice reaction there by Anomaly. Don Self holding that bomb train. AFK picking up an op shot. They are just picking these terrorists apart.
Oh,
Boost can't seem to be hitting shots right now.
Yeah, it's they were on a roll, and you can't think too much about it because the pistol round might have just been the pistol round where they won, they get their 3 rounds, and then maybe get shut out. But it could also be because of the lost momentum. I see a Negev. It's the counter-terrorists have really just shut it down. You know, after that first 3 rounds, it's hard to win a round. And if you're not superior to the other team in terms of gunfighting, in terms of the soundness of strategies and what exactly you're trying to execute, it's never going to work for you. AFK actually should have hit that shot. The wheel of the train's excessively large hitbox just saved Jumper. He took like an arm shot, perhaps a piercing arm shot that dropped him down 40 health. Notorious N.eye.G leads.
I thought you said there was a Negev.
Yeah, it got dropped in the CT spawn. Nobody wanted it. Surprising, because Negevs are the best in the game. Slipstream Gangster Roger and S4 TKO waiting at the top of the B ramp. They're going to be the entry party. Kippa waiting at bomb train instead of gray train. Alternative position here. They're getting shot in the back, and this might translate into 2, but Don Self horribly mismanages his burst. Roger able to trade off. That should not have happened. That should have been an easy 2, possibly a 3 there, and that would have ended the round. AFK gets one real close in his face and quickscopes him. That was nice. That smoke there is still in place with the terrorist and is not going to allow anybody to shoot the ramp, but of course Kippa's on the bomb train. He removes Roger. Jumper's up top, and you know this split is really predictable. If you're going to send one person down the ramp, you probably sent one person up top as well. They knew to look up for him. AFK's got an op crosser trained on him. Jumper now is considering, I'm 40 seconds away from the round ending. I could hit that amazing shot to begin with and try to clutch it. 2-3. Suddenly this becomes very clutchable if Jumper and Caesar can make a big play. Our number 7 man, Caesar, is still waiting in mid connector, and he has to know time management isn't working for him right now. He's being a little bit overcautious considering that they have a chance to win. They really threw this away, and they've already, you can tell just by their body language and their movement that they've thrown away the round. They're going to just save their weapons. I don't agree with that, Clay. I really don't.
I agree with saving the weapons?
No, I don't agree with the saving the weapons. They brought it down to a 2-on-3, and everyone's pretty healthy still. They could have tried to convert one more and go for the clutch, the tandem clutch.
Yeah, they could have, which is unfortunate. Maybe they're losing rounds here. Maybe they just lost their confidence. I don't know. Well, let's take a look at the money. Yeah, money is still good, so I don't see the reasoning behind saving that either, unfortunately. But that's what they chose to do. Maybe they knew they had some reasoning behind it that we don't know. We won't know. And we're seeing a 1-2-2 split here from the Terrace. Pretty standard on train that we've been seeing lately. Dawn Self with the push up to Electrical. Very unsuspected for the Terrace. And he gets a nice easy kill there. There goes some trades. Here's Anomaly holding that alleyway very nicely. Off shot by AFK. Last guy, Caesar, dueling it out with the Opper, and he is getting picked from the side. He surely is not going to be able to take this down, as they are just everywhere. These guys are playing really good right now. They're not playing stock static positions. They're changing it up every round, so Boost can't be predictable with their pre-fire. And they're just doing a great job at holding these sites now.
Yeah, very, very good job. It's now 9-3, am I right?
Yes, 9-3.
9-3. 9-3 for Notorious N.eye.G. They've completely shut it down, but you know it's not the end of the game for the Terrorists. It's the train. If they can convert a couple more rounds, they'll be in decent shape. You're right. They're not playing stock positions. They're very liquid. Anomaly playing the back of the bomb train. Dawn Self playing the back of the bomb train. Now pushing up. It's hard to track where they are. Therefore hard to pre-fire them. Therefore hard to kind of communicate unless you're very, very sharp on your. Oh, Mulligan's pushed all the way up through this smoke. He is going to push through as well. Oh no, that flash there just to protect himself. Smart. Smart. He would have at least gotten crossfired by the two there. I think he pushed up trying to bait someone to run through that smoke, and it didn't work out for him. He's going to hold that entire alley by himself. 2 S4 TKO and Caesar there for the pre-fire. Remember, earlier in the game, they sprayed down the smoke at the corner where Mulligan stood and got an easy free kill. One man still in the smoke at the boiler. I think they already know one, actually an entry, a 1-to-1 trade there for Slipstream Gangster firing at the Heaven guy. Can't hit that shot. It's down to 2-on-3. And again, 2-on-3 is winnable, especially on train. You're going to have to win some mismatched odds. Our zero-man, Roger, blind, stuck out in the middle, has no idea where he is, and he could easily die right now if he's not careful. He might try to pierce this smoke and walk all the way into B. The smoke's quickly going to dissipate. He needs to make a decision now, and he hasn't. He's dead. Yeah, AFK lands that shot. He had an idea, and I think the indecision got him there.
Yeah, I mean, the bomb was down in the site, so maybe he was debating whether or not to go for that or just save, but he definitely got caught up there and got picked out for it, and that's unfortunate. It is now 10-3, Notorious N.eye.G holding it down versus Boost so far this match. It is still the first half, and let's see, we are seeing another rush to B, it looks like, as TKO is going to be sitting on a connector looking for rotators or pushers, and I'm going to move over to, we're on Kaipa. He's going to be here for this rush, gets the kill, moving back to the train, how he did before. Very good. He knows how to play the site very well. And they're actually on the site right now, but AFK actually rotated, and the Terrorists just aren't being aggressive enough. They're not getting in the site, they're not securing it. They're letting these CTs just pick them apart. I mean, one just dropping right after the other, no kills being generated, bombs getting diffused. It is going to be 11-3 now.
It seems more and more like Boost may be a little bit outclassed here. I can't think of a reason why they can't bring it back. They still have the money to buy here, but they need to really start converting a round or two here.
I mean, we saw them on those first 3 rounds throw smokes and outer and flashes, so we know they know how to do it, but they're just not doing it. So I don't understand what's going on here.
Right, I see those smokes going down. First of all, no smokes going down just yet here, which is suicidal. Those smokes are crucial for success. Roger missing a couple shots here. He needs to hit that man at the bottom of the CT Heaven. Dawn Self getting a double. Mulligan trading out one for S4 TKO, who's gotten a double, but of course, no avail. 3 counter-terrorists alive at the end of the round. What I was going to say is that they kind of know there's smokes, but when they get in the site, they haven't. Well, when they have an opportunity to enter into the site, they just aren't taking it. They're playing a little bit timid. You've noticed a couple of times where Caesar was just sitting in the mid connector. One person was sitting at Hell. One person was kind of sitting at the exit of Ivy. When you enter a site in train, you've got to get to the other side of it with conviction and start taking up the transfer lanes. So that's the end of the half, I believe. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it ended 12-3, Notorious N.eye.G over Boost Gaming.
Right.
And
yeah.
They need to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to do my thing. I was going to do the. You guys have been watching Fixation TV. I am Cotton. My partner is Klops. We are part one of two parts into a doubleheader. That's Go Berserk and Afterlife coming after the break, I suppose.
After this, yeah.
You know, I was going to mention the reason I just got a little bit distracted there is because I know somebody just mentioned that FM Pones and Volcano's new DE cache map is being.
I mentioned it.
Oh, you mentioned it. Exhibited on Moxie's channel.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention that. I mentioned that it was released, but yes, it is being exhibited on our channel.
Yeah, Moxie, one of our friends and one of the hostesses of the N.eye.G Revival with us, is showing that right now. Would highly suggest two things: supporting her and checking out that map when you get the chance, but sticking with us. So maybe just checking out their VOD after this. So yeah, the half is over. There have only been 3 rounds earned by Boost. It's paramount that they win this. I mean, I feel like this has happened
100% necessary that they won this pistol round.
Yeah, I feel like we've said this a couple of times. The last few times that we've cast trained, this has been the scenario where a large portion of rounds went the way. Oh, long distance Glock headshot on the Caesar. 1 traded out. S4 TKO taking out Kippa. But they've already seized the site and the bomb's going to go down. Long shot there for TKO. He actually saw someone at the back of the bomb train and sniped them out very well. Roger's going to get another one, a headshot at the back of the train. This is going fairly well, but Mulligan's in the Z connector and he's got a really strong position. He doesn't need to even fight. If he just steps into the connector and holds, he should win this round. Don Self sniping from the alley. Again, he doesn't need to be aggressive either. If he just plays and starts playing cat and mouse with Jumper, there's no way that he can convert this round. Jumper needs to make a decisive move right here to pick out at least one of them so he can have a chance to be in the clutch. But let's point out the fact that he didn't really have a chance to begin with because he didn't have a kit. So that round goes to Notorious N.eye.G, and the game, dare I say it, is slipping quickly out of their hands.
Yeah, they had to win that pistol round to get an early 3 more, and we see Mulligan going for a second round no vote once again. Wow, okay. So this should be the SMG round. Let's see what Boost has in store to get this win, because they need it if they want to stick in this. They could go for a surprise buy on the 3rd round, but I think by then it may be too late as we see the terrorists rushing outer. Once again, Donself waiting for the rotate and inner, picking up 2, and that is a trade. Here it is. 1 versus 4 now. Caesar, the only one left with a Galil. Let's see what it can do here. Taking some damage there at 88 health, missing that nade, moving up to the heaven area. He's getting shot at from all angles. He is looking in trouble here. Bomb is planted in her.
He's got too much. Few options.
Too much to do here. He's pinned in heaven. The bomb is planted in her. I mean, why did it do that? Okay. Yep, and he goes down by a Glock shot from behind the trains by Donself, and now it is 14 to 3.
Yeah, moving on to the tie point, N.eye.G, they've got no worries. You know, really, to give yourself even the slightest chance, Boost has to buy here, but they've elected not to. They're going to play for the tie, which I don't understand what your reasoning there is, but
the tie to OT, bro.
Tie to go straight to OT. An outer rush here. All SMGs. An entry defensive kill by S4 TKO. And another one by Roger gives them the slightest chance. Kippa not letting anybody pick up a weapon, though. He's got 2. He's got 3. That's a triple for him. Donself gets another, and the last man alive is our number 2 man. Slipstream Gangster. He needs to pick up a gun. His teammates, first of all, need to communicate to him where a gun dropped. He needs to go pick one up and give himself the slightest bit of a chance. This bomb's going to go down, and if he hears that bomb plant, which it hasn't happened yet because Mulligan just arrived at the bomb site, but if he hears the bomb plant, he can... Ooh, that's... Where did that flame go? It bugged out. It's gone.
Yeah.
That's weird. First shots on the Mulligan, don't convert, and he's charging the shot. Don't charge toward the shotgun. Ah, all right. Match point.
Well, yep, it is the buy round. We're seeing the buyout, and they need to win out here. I hate saying that, but yep, it's actually what they need to do. It is 15 to 3. Last match point round here. Take it away, Brandon.
The match point is not terribly dramatic, given that the role is so obvious that Notorious N.eye.G is just in too good a shape today. I the guy spoke too soon. Boost has something to say about that. Trades 2-2. They have an op on the field. Jumper is going to be holding in the Z connector with his. AFK lands an entry with an AK. Remember, he was the opera the first half. He is now an entry AKer for this half. It's a 5 AK look, 3 AKs if you take it literally. And Jumper needs to make the clutch of his life to convert this. He lands one shot. That's the first. He needs more. He's got one at the back of hell. That nade trajectory would have given away the position of the other man behind the bomb train. He's taking a shot here and doesn't know where he's getting hit from. There's two. If he gets another one, it's above him. He knows where the last man is. It's at hell. It trades out with this AK and sprays him down. He's got a chance. He's going to spray under the train or take him directly through the train. No, he has no ammo. Just switch to your pistol. Switch to your pistol. Look above you. Completely ninja. He has a chance. He has a kit.
No kit.
No, he doesn't. That's GG.
Oh, that was almost a good clutch round right there. That is the game.
A great ninja ladder climb by AFK.
Yeah.
That move has been around since probably 1.6, I think.
That was really nice. He had no idea where he was. That was very entertaining. That was a good last round. It was very entertaining, actually.
Yeah, that was a good warm-up for our actual main level match. The open match has some mistakes in it and some funny ones at that. He really had the opportunity to clutch there. He missed a couple of opportunities where he could have just crouched under the train and sprayed AFK's feet.
Well, he picked up the AK, which didn't have enough bullets, but he should have switched to that pistol. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys watched the opener of our doubleheader. You were watching Fixation TV. Do you have a man of the match, Clay?
I was going to say Kaipa.
Ooh.
Each time they went to enter boost, he shut them down pretty hard.
I'm going to give it to AFK. His defensive opping probably shut down more B rushes than, well, Boost used a disproportionately large amount of B rushes, but shut down more B rushes than is typical. I like his play. I also will nominate the play of the game by AFK there, doing the old 1.6 ladder climb clutch.
Yeah, that was really nice. It's funny because he had no idea where the guy went either. He jumped behind the train and was like, "What? Where'd he go?"
Oh, I don't want to hijack Moxie's stream. I've actually just talked to her. She's still playing with.
It's actually and it's against the rules to stream someone else's stream. You could get your channel turned off for that. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah, they.
Hi, RG.
Hey, welcome. So, the match we've all been waiting for. Moments away, Go Berserk versus Afterlife. I love it. I actually want to take the opportunity to extend an invite to Notorious N.eye.G to do an interview at postgame because we have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But if they don't respond, let's talk about this match. It's the one I've been waiting for. I want to see Mahone square off against, Mahone, one of our favorite entry fraggers there, our generic fraggers. I want to see him square off against Foster. I want to see the op battle at Train.
Yeah. Op battle, not too dramatic anymore because it used to. Well, what?
I see a comment by one of the Ruination Venezuela players,
but Jim Carrey, it's true.
Everyone gets an interview except Jim Carrey. Well, it's not because of you. It's because of time constraints. We have some time today. Go Afterlife.
What was I saying? Oh, the op battle on Train, not so dramatic anymore because I feel like it used to be it would take place at the two connectors, but now that the train placement is slightly different and you can't quite peek under as much, it's not as prevalent. Relevant? Whatever.
Prevalent, also
yeah, it's
relevant.
all the same. I know. I just always do that. I am going to turn off my Skype sounds.
Yep, go to busy. I need a quick 10-minute break before we resume. Can we go to Splash and Music for a little bit?
Sure.
Sure. Guys, we'll be back in 10. Go Berserk and Afterlife coming up after this. Maybe we can put some scrolling text.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Be back in a short... wait, is it a 10-minute break? Yes, 10 minutes till. Be back in a short 10-minute span. See ya.